I am Vaishali Upadhyay from DPS Haldwani, Lamachar. Today we are going to start our new chapter of history, and that is chapter 10. The name of the chapter is Traders, Kings and Pilgrims. Now let's start the chapter with a short story. So the first topic of the story is Jagini at the market. See this. Jagini looked forward to the fair in the village. She loved to see and touch the pots and pans of shiny steel. Jagini, who is a girl, and she is looking in a fair which is in the village. Okay, fair means a mela, and she loved to see and touch all the things whatever has been captured, like pots, pans, which has been made from steel. Shiny steel, bright plastic buckets, cloth printed with brilliant floral designs, and clockwork toys, and all which came from the city. Whatever the things has been captured in a fair, she is looking and touching all the things which came from the city. The man who spread out their wares came in buses and trucks and went back at the end of the day. Means what happened, the people come from the city and they will sell their things in the village, and after completing their task they will go back to the city again. Why were they always on the move? She wondered. Now she is thinking why the people is doing these things, like what they will do. The person came from a city in the village and they will sell their things in the village in a fair, and after selling their all the things, they will go back to the city again. Why they were doing all these things? Her mother explained that they were traders, people who brought things where they were made and sold them elsewhere. So her mother explained her means what the people do. The people who came from the city to sell their things in the village and after go back, why they were doing? Because they are the traders. Traders means vyapari. Okay, what they will do? They will come in a village, they will sell their things, and after completing they will go back to their place. Now our second topic is how to find out about trade and traders. You read about the northern black polish ware in chapter 9. Now in the chapter 9 we have learned about the northern black polish ware. What is that? Okay, so this fine poetry species bowls and plates are found from several archaeological sites throughout the subcontinent. Means archaeologists has found out all these evidences like plates, bowls, in some of the sites. So how do you think it reached these places? Means how these things like bowls, plates, whatever the things is, how they reach in these places? Traders may have carried them from the places where they were made and to sell them at other places. Now traders means, I told you what is the meaning of traders. What they will do, maybe what they will do, they will make the things of things like these plates, bowls, whatever it is. Okay, they will make it and after that they will sell in other places. South India was famous, as you know, that in our South India, some things are famous in that place. What are the things? Like gold, spices, especially paper and precious stones. These things are very famous in South India. Paper are particularly valued in Roman Empire, as you know that paper, which is very important, and it is very famous in Roman Empire, or we can say it is valued in Roman Empire so much so that it was known as black gold, and in that Roman people give a name that is black gold to people because it is very important for them. Right? So traders carried many of these goods to Rome in ships across the seas and by land and caravans. So what they will do, people they will brought the people from different places or the South India to roam by ships, by seas, ठीक है, across the seas and by land. Okay, there must have been quite a lot of trade as many Roman gold coins have been found in South India. So what will happen? Roman peoples will brought a people from the South India, and in place of that they will give a gold coin to them. So most of the Roman gold coins you can found in South India side. Okay. Now there is a poem about trade. See, we can find evidence of trade in Sangam poem. About the Sangam you have learned in chapter 9 also what is Sangam. Okay, here is one which describes the goods brought into Bihar, an important port on the east coast. Here we brought. Now what are the things they have brought? See, swift pressing horses by sea in ships, blaze of black paper in cart, means whatever the things they are bringing from the other places they are describing them. Okay, so gems and golds born in Himalayas, sandalwood born in western hills, the pearls of the south seas, and the coral from the eastern oceans, and the yards of the Ganga and the crops from the Kaveri, foodstuffs from Sri Lanka, pottery from Myanmar, and the other rare and rich imports. So these are the things which is famous in these places. Traders explore several sea routes. Now what will happen? Trader wants to trade their things. That is why they have explored many sea routes. They have explored. Some of these the coast, and some of the places from the coast side. There were other across the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, where sailors took advantage of the monsoon wind to cross the seas more quickly. There were other across where the sailors took advantage. Okay? How they will took advantage? From the monsoon winds to cross the sea more quickly. Okay? So, if they wanted to reach the western coast of the subcontinent from the East Africa or Arabia, they choose to sail with the southwest monsoon. Means with the help of the monsoon, or we can say with the help of the wind, they will cross the river, means sea. Okay? And sturdy ships has to be built for these long journeys. Now, come to our next topic, that is new kingdoms along the coast. The southern half of the subcontinent is marked by a long coastline, okay? And with hills, plateaus and river valleys. Amongst the river valleys, that of Kaveri is the most fertile. Means if we talk about the southern half of the continent, okay, so half of the continent, it is marked by a long coastline. Long coastline से उसे mark किया गया है. उसमें क्या है? We have seen like hills, plateaus, river valleys, ठीक है? And among of all river valleys, Kaveri is the most fertile land or the place. Chief and kings who control the river valley and the coast become rich and powerful. Who has control these places? Means chiefs and the kings always control these places because these places are very fertile. River valleys are very fertile, and because of this they are very powerful and the richest person. Sangam poems mention the Mughal. This is Tamil word meaning three chiefs. Mughal means three chiefs, okay? Used for the head of three ruling families. They are the head of three ruling families. Three ruling families में के head. और who are they? The Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas, who become powerful in South India around 2300 years ago. These are the kings who are very richest and the powerful and who controlled South India around 2300 years ago. Each of these three chiefs had two centers of power, means these three kings has ruled two centers. ठीक है, two centers like one inland and the one coast. Means each king has a one land and the one coast. ठीक है, so total how many land or coast they are having? 6. 3 lands and 3 coasts of each. Of these 6 cities, 2 were very important. In these 6, 2 were very important like Puhar and Kavitri Patnam. The port of the Cholas and the Madurai, means port of the Cholas and Madurai, the capital of Pandyas. What are the capitals? Means the capital of Pandyas is Madurai and the port is Cholas and the Puhar or Kaveri Patnam. The chiefs did not collect regular taxes. Means these chiefs, they did not collect regular taxes. Instead, they demanded and received some gifts. Always they were demanding and receiving the gifts from the peoples. Okay, they did not take any tax. They also went on military expedition and collected tribute from the neighboring areas. What they will do, they will pay or they will expend on their military army, military peoples, and they will collect tribute from the neighboring areas. From their neighboring areas, they will collect a tribute from them. They kept some of the wealth and distributed the rest among their supporters. Means some of the wealth, some of the things like jewelry, gold, money, whatsoever they will collect. Some of the wealth they will kept it with them, and half of them they will give it to their supporters who support them. Supporters including the members of their family also. Supporters also, and with their family, soldiers and couriers who always guide them, support them or work with them. Right? Many poets whose compositions are found in the Sangam collection composed poems in praise of chiefs who often rewarded them with precious stones, golds, horses, elephants, chariots and fine clothes. Means many of the poets who has composed some poems poem in the praise of their chiefs. अपने chief के लिए they will compose some poems, and in place of that the king rewarded them with some gifts, precious stones, gold, coins, horses, elephants, chariots, fine clothes. Means some of the things the king will give to their poets. Why? Because the poet has made some poems or made some composition in praise of their chief or king, we can say. Around 200 years later, a dynasty known as the Satavahanas become powerful in western India. Means if you talk about around 200 later, a dynasty was there which is known as the Satavahanas. Okay, the most important ruler of Satavahanas was in that most important ruler who was, it was Gautami Putra Sri Satakarni. We know about him from an inscription composed on behalf of his mother. We known as by the inscription. You know what is the meaning of inscription? Inscription we have learned in chapter 1st. So we know by him, by the inscription which has been written on behalf of his mother. And the mother name is Gautami Balashri. Okay. He and other Satavahanas ruler were known as Lords of Dakshinapad, literally the route leading to the south, and he and other Satavahanas, who other rulers were known as the Lords of Dakshinapad, literally the route of leading out to the south, which is also known as the name for the entire southern region. Means they are very famous in southern region. He sent his army to the eastern, western and southern Ghats or coast. Now, next topic we learn about the story of Silk Road. Now in this topic we will learn about the story of silk route. The rich, glossy colors of silk as well as its smooth texture make it highly valued fabric in most societies. Now, if we talk about the silk, silk is very rich, okay, and very glossy color of silk, as well as it is a smooth texture. Its texture is very smooth and it is highly valued fabric. Means if you want to take a pure silk, it is very high in rates, okay, or it is very expensive. Making silk is a complicated process. Whatever the process of making the silk, it is very complicated. Raw silk has been extracted from the cocoons of silkworms. How they will reproduce a silk? Via cocoons of silkworms spun into thread, and that cocoons of silkworm, after taking out, they will spun into thread. So thread में convert किया जाता है, and then woven into cloth. And after making a thread, what they will do? They will make a final cloth. Techniques of making silk were first invented in China around 7,000 years ago. Firstly, it has been made, or the techniques they had used to how to make a silk, it has been by in China around 7,000 years ago. While the method remained a closely guarded secret for thousands of years, means the China peoples have remained closed a secret. And some peoples from China who want to distant land on foot, horseback or on camels carried silk with them. What will happen? Other countries people, they will come to China and they will bring us silk with them. How they will come? By land on foot, horseback and on camels. The paths they follow, they come to be known as the silk route. And the path, the way they used, that is called a silk route. जिस रास्ते से वो आते थे, the peoples who came to China to bring silk from there, and the route they used, that route, after that they were known as the silk route. उसे silk route बना दिया गया. Sometimes Chinese rulers sent gifts to silk to the rulers in Iran and the West Asia. From there, the knowledge of silk spread furthermost. And what will happen? The Chinese rulers, what they will do? They will send a gift of silk to the rulers who were ruling in Iran and West Asia. And after that, they will get a knowledge to how to make a silk. And the silk spread further in other areas also, or in west side. About 2000 years ago, wearing silk became the fashion amongst rulers and rich people in Rome. And after some time, what will happen? The richest person we can say the rulers who is ruling the places, or the rich people in Rome, they will wear a silk clothes. They were using a silk. It was very expensive, as you know that by today also the silk is very expensive. If we are wearing something which is made from silk, which is very expensive, as it has to be brought all the way from China. So what they will do? They will bring all the silk clothes or the silk from the China along the dangerous road through mountains and desert. They will cross a difficult route. They will choose a difficult route or dangerous path, which is from mountains and deserts. Peoples living along with the routes often demanded payments from allied traders to pass through. What will happen? The way they are using to go to China and bring silk from them, the way is very dangerous. They will go through the mountains and the desert, and their rulers who were living in these routes, they were asking for the gifts, ठीक है, they were asking for the gifts and that is why they were demanding the payments. ठीक है, why they were demanding the payments? Because they are going through the rulers' paths, okay, or the rules. Look at map 6, which show the Silk Route and its branches. If you will see map 6, you will see all the Silk Route and its branches, means what the routes they were using and what are its branches. Some kings try to control large portion of the route, means some of the kings they are trying to control all the routes, okay, which comes under Silk. Some kings try to control large portion of the route. This was because they could benefit from taxes. Why the kings want to control these routes? Because they are collecting गिफ्ट्स फ्रॉम देम, ठीक है, वो उनसे गिफ्ट्स लेते थे, टैक्सेस, ट्रिब्यूट्स that were brought by traders traveling along the routes. Who were traveling from these routes, they will give them a gift to the rulers or kings who were living in these routes. So every king or ruler wants to control these places. In return, they often protected the traders who passed through their kingdoms from attacks by robbers. And in place of that, what the ruler or king will do? They will protect them. How they will protect? Means nobody will catch them, nobody will attack them, and by safely they will cross the route. The best known ruler who has controlled the Silk Route was the ch-9s, who controlled over West, means Central Asia, and Northwest India around 2000 years ago. ठीक है, ch-9 was the ruler who has controlled the Silk Route. Their two major centers of power were Peshawar and Mathura. ठीक है, means major center if we talk about, that is Peshawar and Mathura. Takshila was also included in their kingdom. Takshila means के अंदर आता था. During their rule, a branch of the Silk Route extended from Central Asia. वो extend हो चुका था to the seaports at the mouth of the river Indus, from where silk was shipped होता था westwards to the Roman Empire. Means that has been shipped and that has been sailing in the Roman Empire also. The ch-9s were amongst the earliest ruler of the subcontinent to issue gold coins. ठीक है, means in all the, if we talk about all the rulers, ch-9s were the amongst who controlled or who ruled in the subcontinent side to issue of gold and coins. They were used by traders along the Silk Routes, and they were the rulers who controlled these routes in Silk Route. Now come to our next topic, that is the spread of Buddhism, how the Buddhism has been spread. Okay. Now the most famous ch-9 ruler was Kanishk. If we talk about the ch-9 ruler, who was the ch-9 ruler? That was Kanishka, who ruled around 1900 years ago. Means Kanishka is the ruler who ruled or who controlled, we can say, around 19,000 years ago. He organized a Buddhist council where scholars met and discussed important matters. Where means he has assembled some scholars where the peoples come and met and discuss their important matters. Ashwagosha, a poet who has composed a biography of the Buddha, ठीक है, वो एक he is a poet and he has composed a poem or a biography, ठीक है, of the Buddha. The Buddha Charita lived in his court. Ashwagosha and other Buddhist scholars now began writing in Sanskrit. Now Ashwagosha, who is a poet, and with them other peoples, they start writing in Sanskrit also. Means what they are writing? They are writing a biography. Okay. A new form of Buddhism known as Mahayana Buddhism Now they have formed a new Buddhism, which name they have given, that is Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, now they has been developed, and this has two distinct features. Earlier, the Buddha presence was shown in sculptures by using certain signs. Earlier, how they will show or how they will present the Buddhism with the sculptures by using some certain signs. For instance, his attainment of the enlightenment was shown by the sculpture, means they were showing the enlightenment by the sculpture of the people tree. Now statues of Buddha were made. Many of these were made in Mathura. Now you can see many of the sculptures has been made of Buddha, which you can see in Mathura side also and in Takshila also, while others made in Takshila. Second change was the brief of Bodhisattvas. Second change, what was? That was Bodhisattvas. These were supposed to be a person who has attained enlightenment. ऐसे जो enlightenment लिया करते थे, once they attained enlightenment, they could live in complete isolation and meditate in places. Whatsoever the people who is in the Buddhism or they were taking the enlightenment, they will completely leave the houses, they will completely isolated and meditated in peace. वो peace के लिए they will start meditating. However, instead of doing that, they remained in the world to teach and help other people. After completing their enlightenment, after taking enlightenment, what they will do, they will teach the other persons. Okay, they will give education or the knowledge or help them the other person also. The worship of Bodhisattvas became very popular. Later on, these peoples were very popular and spread throughout the Central Asia. Later on, Korea and Japan also. Buddhism also spread to Western and Southern India. Later on, after spreading Korea, Japan, they come to Southern and Western India also, where dozens of caves were hollowed out of hills and for monks to live in. Where means in the southern and western side, they have made hollowed many caves where they were living there. Some of these caves were made in the orders of kings and queens. Some of the kings, they have made a cave for the Buddhism. Other by merchants and farmers. Some of the king, queens, merchants, farmers, they have made some caves to live in these places, and they were often located in near passes through the Western Ghats also. Means Buddhists were living in the Western and Southern caves also, and in the same way they were located near the Western Ghats also. Roads connecting prosperous ports on the coast with cities in the Deccan run through these passes. Traders probably limited in these caves, means in these caves monasteries during their travel. Traders probably halted in these caves monasteries during their travels. Buddhism also spread eastwards to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand and other parts of southeast. Now Buddhism was spreading in other cities also, like Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, of other parts of southern west, southern east of Asia, including Indonesia also. They were spreading in Indonesia. धीरे धीरे क्या होने लगा? What will happen? Buddhism were spreading all over the country. The other form of Buddhism known as the Theravada Buddhism, which was more popular in these areas. Now the other form of Buddhism they were developed. The name of other Buddhism is Theravada Buddhism, which is more popular in other areas also. This is the end of this topic. Now we will discuss next topic in our next video.